to the pod. Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome to the chaos. I'll probably cut out that beginning part. That was our first cheers, I swear. I'm Lorrie.
Welcome all. Welcome here.
Wait, you didn't say your name. I said I'm Lorrie.
Oh, earlier I said it. I'm Mel. Again, if you didn't hear it before.
Oh, sure. I gotta turn my screen brightness down so it doesn't reflect in my glasses, but okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I've been just trying to somewhat chill this weekend. I did still have to work, and like I said, I have to work a little tonight, but I played Zelda for the first time in a month and a half, and I was like, yay, video games.
How was that?
It was just nice. I haven't been able to play it in a while, and I, you know that third map that I showed you that I barely had any of? I basically have it all done today.
Wow.
I played it yesterday for like 5 hours, and I got most of that map, and I was like, all right, we're on a fucking roll.
You be playing so hard.
And then
I playing hard.
I played for like an hour and a half today, so I basically just finished it up.
Lovely.
And still avoiding the main mission. That's how I play video games. I just feel like if I don't do the other things in a video game, I think I told you this, like, if I finish the main mission all the way through, I'm never going to go back and do the side missions and stuff. I'm just not that kind of person. Things, Like, if I'm done with the game, I'm done with the game.
That's it.
And I was like, I bought this game, and I was looking forward to it. I'm going to do all the stupid side shit and all this other stuff, and only slowly do the main mission, because I feel like it's not worth the $60 that I paid unless I pay this play at least like 80% of the game.
You want like game time, you know, and I just never understand how people could just go through games like this so quickly, and just that's it. That's the game. Like, you waited so long for this game, and now you're done in like a week.
I mean, games that aren't kind of open world like Zelda, like this one is like very open world, so there is like a bunch of side shit, and I enjoy doing just other stuff in this game just because it's so massive. But like most other games, if it just has main missions, it's usually longer. Like the main mission itself is longer, but I have a feeling like the main mission isn't super long in this game because there's so much side shit. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to enjoy the game. I was just like, yay. It was just kind of nice to not do something that wasn't work this weekend. Granted, I still have to work more, but
fine.
And so I did a little bit of that yesterday, and
cool.
yeah. Oh, also, I did something old and hurt my back the other day on Friday because I am an old.
What'd you do?
I hurt my back. Well, okay, so you know those water jugs I have? And I always lift them, and I was putting it on the rack we had. But one of them I was lifting, and I was holding it, and I'm short, so I have to, like, lift up the thing to, like, the different parts of the rack. And my AirPod dropped out, and I should have just let it fall, but for whatever reason, my body reacted. You know, like, when you see people just, you know, even though in your mind, I've seen those memes where people are like, oh, my phone almost fell on my soft carpeted floor. Good thing I swiped fast enough to just knock it straight into a wall. Like, that's what happened. I could have just let it fall. But whatever reason, I reacted in a way of like, oh no, my AirPod. But that made me twist in a weird way while I'm still holding a water jug. And
oh my God.
I twisted weird. And all the weight kind of went on one side, and like I hurt the right side of my back. It's feeling better though, but it hurt really bad when it happened. I was like, ah! And I went,
no.
And then I went, I'm old.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
But also, people our age.
I almost felt it myself.
Everyone our age, but also people are younger than us who think you are nimble. You might not be that nimble if you really don't work out, because I don't work out at all. So I'm not a person who should be doing any sort of too many movements. And you know what sucks is that I went to the gym for the first time on Friday.
Oh, all right.
And unfortunately, I did upper back and core, but and I was feeling okay. And I came home to come stretch because the gym just was extra smelly that day, so I just wanted to leave after I was done. And I live a block away from the gym, so I just came here to like
Lovely.
stretch, and then the water came while I was gone, which is annoying. But and then I hurt my back, and I was like, I try to be good today. I like went to work out.
And then were you sore? Were you sore the next day from the gym and the water thing falling on your back?
Yeah, I was a little sore. Luckily not like super bad. I didn't go like super hard. I knew it's been a while since I've worked out. But yeah, I was a little sore, and then my back was hurting. It feels better now, but I'm being like really careful. I think after we record, I'm probably just gonna do some small things to help my lower back.
Right.
Because I was supposed to go to the gym again, and then I was like, I don't want to hurt my back again by accident.
Yeah.
I want to wait like a few more days just to make sure. So I might just do some. I'll just grab my yoga mat and do some small stuff for my back. But I like got my massage gun and just been like, don't worry my back.
I love those things.
But yeah, I hurt my back.
I should use mine more often.
Be careful, guys. If you don't work out, be careful when you're doing stuff. That goes for anyone any age, because you could accidentally just twist the wrong way, and it doesn't really matter what age.
Really. Also, lift with your knees, please.
I lifted it correctly. I was already holding it. It's just the air pod fell out, and then the whole reaction, and then it just was not good.
It's a general statement for everybody to just lift with your knees. Just
well, your legs in general, yeah.
Please. And your legs too, but definitely squat. Go into that deep squat for the lifting. Damn, I'm sorry about your back.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping that it gets better.
Like it feels okay, but like I'm like just be kind of careful. But yeah, I just felt so old in that moment because I did the hold the back went
oh my god, the meme. You know when like you hurt that sensitive part of your back or like your funny bone, and it's kind of like
yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's it's not my proudest moment and very embarrassing, and I was really glad Keala wasn't home yet. I mean, I did tell him about it, but he was not home yet. I didn't need him to see all that or hear me go.
Oh my god. Oh no. You're fine. It's fine.
I'm fine. It's okay. How was your week? I got to schedule an appointment with my chiro this week.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was fine. I feel like it just comes and goes these days. Like I can't believe summer's almost over already.
Fuck me, man. I was like, I'm excited about our California trip, but at the same time, I was like, August is almost over. What the fuck?
It's almost done. Like I'm also excited about that, and I'm like, oh man, but that means the trip is approaching, and that means fall is approaching, and that means summer's done, basically.
Go. We're more than halfway through the year. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, 2023 went and gone because, like, in a few months, it's gonna be the new year. And I'm just kind of, like, flabbergasted. Like, I'm gonna be 32 soon. What the fuck?
Like, there's definitely things I look forward to, but at the same time, it's coming too fast. Even though I'm excited for these things, at the same time, I'm like, what?
Yes. It's really weird. But I mean, yeah, my week was good. Hung out with my boo a ton. Well, not a ton, I guess, like over the weekend and Tuesday, Monday. All the days are blurry now. But hung out with him over the weekend too. I got sick, so I feel like I sound a little nasally. That's why. Yeah, I'm recovering from a light cold. I got sick like on Thursday night, Friday. And so yeah, but Friday evening there was a shootout in front of my place.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
It was kind of crazy. Friday I was out with the girls, and with Annabelle too. And then I got drunk and just kind of like my boo was like, I could send you an Uber. That's an option. And I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of like left with him. And then Annabelle ended up going back home by herself. And she kind of like pulled up in an Uber. And then all these people, all these like cops were around. So apparently the shootout had happened like not like 20 minutes before she got there. So it was a drive-by. The hoodlums in front of our house were hanging out there, and they were targeting them. They came through in a white SUV, and like there were multiple shots fired, like multiple, like there's a fucking like bullet thing, like bullet. Like our gate was so strong that it didn't penetrate it, but it's there. And it's crazy too because yesterday when I got back home, you can kind of smell the gunpowder still. And it was crazy. Like it was kind of like scary because like any of us would have been home and like just like maybe like gone out really quickly or something like that, and it like really would have been one of us. So yeah, that was a little traumatizing. A little crazy because like we saw it on our camera later on. But yeah, the guys out over here like have dispersed. Because I think that it would be very dumb for you to come back to the crime scene. So yeah, I personally think it'd be super unprofessional for you to come back where your business was shot at. So I think it's really smart that they're not around at the moment.
Advice to drug dealers, I guess.
Yeah. So I hope that they stay away because that shit was kind of crazy. Like we could have probably gotten a shot, you know. But yeah, kind of wild. That was just like the crazy shit that has happened this week to me. Got some bangs on Friday. I went to the salon and I told my hairstylist to like fix my hair cutting disaster that I did a few weeks ago. And then as she was kind of like placing pieces or whatever, she was like, do you want bangs? Like, and like she did one of these things. And I was like, and she was like, have you ever done bangs? And I was like, so she was like, okay, let's do it then. And I said, all right, let's go for it.
You're like, yeah, sure, why not?
And then, why not? I haven't done it. Let's do it. And then I was like, oh my God, it's actually kind of cute. And I'm fucking with it.
It's the wiggle. I had bangs for a good majority of my life, to be honest. The only reason I don't have any now is because I got so lazy and my hair had grown out so long at one point that I just gave up on them. Now I just don't
and because that's what it is. They're maintenance, right? Like so the last time I had bangs, I was like 11. And I didn't know what natural hair meant. So I was always blow drying my hair. And at that time, I had I don't know what happened, but I did something to my hair once. Like my hair was so detangled was so tangled that my mom could barely get through it. So she had to cut it. Mm-hmm. Had to just like chop it all off. So I ended up with this like bob. It was like a friend of mine from like years ago like saw my 6th grade picture, and it was very much like I was scared. It was one of like my school pic, and I was like, and I just looked like a 70s lesbian because like the bob was just like, and then the bangs, because like I had bangs. The bangs were like split in the middle, but they were like
oh
no. Yeah. I want to find it. And send it over so maybe you could like put it up here because it's extremely embarrassing, but I mean I was 11. Yeah, it was just that. It was just like pretty bad. And it was the only other time I remember having like bangs because I couldn't keep up with that either. Like after a while I was like I think I look silly. So I just let it grow.
You know, did you have a topic today? Because I just thought of one as we're talking now.
No, but
maybe we didn't have a topic today. it's been my brain's been in a fog for months now.
It's been a doozy.
I'm just catching up on sleep, you know, it's the whole thing. But since you were just talking about that, and I'm thinking about when we thought that maybe we got a glow up eventually at some point in our life, at what point do you think that you started being more comfortable with just wearing what you want, even if you're still going through different styles, which I am too, and things like that?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what our topic is. How was your glow up? When and how was the glow up?
Okay.
Because we're in our 30s now. Right? We've been through many eras. Like Taylor Swift, we're on our ERAS tour.
Oh my God, we are on our ERAS tour of life. That's a thing. Our ERAS tour of life. That's the title of the episode. Okay. I feel like I didn't start growing into my own. Oof. It's going to be embarrassing.
Mine are embarrassing.
But I didn't start getting into my own and like being comfortable with who I was until after the pandemic.
That's okay. I mean, I didn't... Yeah. I think I kind of had points where I felt okay with like how I was with myself, but then there was a part of doubt. That's how my mind went, and like how therapy had to go for me was that there were very points of my life where I was very confident. Maybe unjustly so, but I was.
You can never be unjustly confident, okay?
But then I'd hit a point of my life where like I just am at a low again and didn't feel comfortable. Yeah. And then went like I've been teetering a lot. So I want to say also my 30s, you know? Even though I'm still going through different styles and stuff, and even though I still sometimes have like some issues with my own body, and that's been a recurring mental issue that I've had for a long time, you know, and it goes up and down. But yeah I want to say like my late 20s, early 30s. And I think it's also because we don't care as much necessarily about, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like to dress nice sometimes. That's just how I want to feel, how I like to feel. Charlie always has a fit for every occasion. And sometimes I feel like I want to also look nice for me, but also because I can't let my girlfriend walk around with somebody looking like a hobo. I think 100%. I think that's the polite thing to do as her girlfriend. And sometimes I don't even dress up a lot like she is. I just want to look, you know, decent. Like I didn't just I don't want to look like an Adam Sandler lesbian going out with my girlfriend if she's dressed like we're going out now, you know? Look, I feel like the looks work for some people, but because I'm short, but I have like a longer torso and shorter legs, some of those like baggier clothes looks don't look as great on me because they make me look shorter. As opposed to Charlie, who's the same height as me, but you've seen us stand next to each other. She has so much more leg than I do.
So much legs.
She has so much leg, you know?
Long legs.
So some of those, she does pull off some more baggier looks because she's small and like has a lot of leg. Yeah. You know? I think it's the leg thing for me. It's just more, I just have this long torso and these short little legs.
It's the legs for me. It's the legs for me.
And my legs are like kind of muscular too, so they're like they're like short and stout.
Short and stout.
I'm a little teapot.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. You're a little teapot.
Little teapot. But I think it'd be the opposite because my top isn't bigger. My legs are thicker.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So for me, I don't want to do my Adam Sandler look. If Charlie's dressed up and I am not, I just want to look at least halfway decent if she gets dressed up. You know, some nights I want to dress up because I just feel like dressing up.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Cute. You were cute. Yeah, my boo always is like on point, like all the time. Like the style is like, and I'm like, I can't not look good when I'm around you because then what are people gonna think? I'm walking around looking like a fucking slob. Because I most times I appreciate comfort over anything else. But sometimes I gotta pull up.
So is it, well, I just said, like, maybe we don't care as much now, and that's why we're more into our style. But I guess we do care a little bit. It's more, not even what people think of me necessarily, or even me and Charlie as a partnership. I think it's just, I don't know, it's almost like I don't know, I feel like it's like courtesy almost for my partner. For me and sometimes, like, I won't lie, sometimes I do dress up.
You want to look good.
Yeah, and I dress up, like, I used to dress up a lot more. I was like a business casual, but like not really business casual. It was more like urban casual. I don't know. Because I would pair like blazers and stuff, but I would have like a thinner hoodie underneath. So I have like a blazer with like a hoodie and then like nice pants and like accessories. I can see it. Accessories, you know me, I wear a lot of necklaces and earrings. And oh, I have no earrings on today. I feel naked.
Interesting. Look at you naked.
But sounded so funny.
Lori's not really naked, everyone. If you're just listening.
Oh. Just the way you said it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just is kind of nice. And don't get me wrong, I'll still go out in basketball shorts and t-shirt, but sometimes that somehow also looks good on me, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
It's the style, it's the aesthetic. You feel me? Because like I feel like also this is the thing. Like you're tatted, right?
That also helps, yeah.
That helps. That helps, you know? Like, and even if you come out with like just maybe like one pair of earrings and maybe like one necklace, the basketball shorts and the tee with the whatever Vans or whatever you're wearing and the tats, it's already a look.
Yeah, I think the tattoos help me do a lot. Yeah,
I think the tats help a lot because if you were like bare on the skin, then you'd be like,
yeah.
It's the outfit is mid. The outfit is mid.
Yeah, I know. My tattoos help me a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, the tats.
It's also half why I think anyone thinks I'm cute is because I have tattoos.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. It's an aesthetic and it helps, you know, it helps. I feel like that's included in everyone's type now, you know what I mean? Like, what's your type? You know, tatted.
Everybody's got tattoos at this point.
Tatted.
Going back, though, from where we started before our said glow-ups in our late 20s, early 30s, you said after pandemic, so your 30s.
Yeah, I mean, I was after the pandemic hit, I was, when was it? 2028?
Well, we met during the pandemic, right? You were just about to turn 30. I just turned 30. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we met when I was 29. Yeah. But yeah, like it was just like on the precipice of being 30. And I think that everyone says this, but I feel like the pandemic really helped me like look inward and like understand why I was so conscious about other people's feelings, why I people please so much, why I did like, you know, X, Y, and Z. And it also kind of like gave me autonomy over my choices when it came to like, you know, like partners and like what I allowed myself to receive.
Personality glow like up. That's part of it.
Yeah, like it was it was that too. And I felt like for most of my life I felt like the ugly duckling. I felt like, you know, the ugly one. Like in school I felt like, you know, because I was pale, I wasn't like cute because I was like, you know, like I remember when I was in high school, I think I remember telling you, or maybe I didn't, but there was some guy that always used to call me Rat-a-tat. And I was like, I'm a mouse. I'm a fucking mouse. Rat-a-tat. Like the whole time, like most of my high school years, it was just this one guy.
Like Ratatouille or Rat-a-tat? What?
No, Rat-a-tat, the Pokemon. Rat-a-tat.
Oh, Rat-a-tat. Oh, I heard a T at the end, like Rat-a-tat, which is a band.
No,
So I was confused.
Rat-a-tat.
Ratata. Yeah, the little mouse guy.
Yeah, so I was just kind of like, man, like I always felt like, you know, the mousy kind of like ugly one in school, like not attractive, like I couldn't really like understand style, so like I always rock Converse and like stupid little skinny jeans, and
Hey,
like I
so
just
we're
like didn't
skinny
really
jeans?
understand my style. Yeah, man. Like it was just kind of like I just didn't really get my style, and then like throughout high school I danced, so I was always in sweats.
Oh
I was always
yeah,
in baggy
you wait,
attire.
what was was your dancer look more sweatpants that over basketball shorts?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I
I
was
could
always wearing
see that.
sweatpants
And
because
like
I
a
was
tank
very
top or a
conscious about,
sports bra, and then you're like
you get it. And then like crop sweaters.
crop sweaters.
You know,
I was about to say the crop
sweaters were a
sweaters.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was my style. That was it. You know, like I would always just wear that and long sweatpants because I was always self-conscious about me being so pale and so skinny and stuff. So even in the summertime, I would sweat bullets because I was always covered from head to toe. Like it was not good. Like I was a really self-conscious teenager when I was growing up. Like even when I did have like a boyfriend, like I had a boyfriend in high school, and like I was always so self-conscious about that, like because I was really insecure because I deemed him like the better looking one out of us two, and like I always thought he was out of my league. Like I thought a lot of people were out of my league. Like anyone that came to talk to me, I was just kind of like, you sure?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that cute.
Yeah, I was like that also. I mean, even now I still have some image issues here and there. You know, it's something to work through. You know, like my girlfriend's cute, and sometimes I'm just like, you're the cuter one. You know, and it's like an automatic mindset for me, a little bit. And then
Okay.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, especially high school, definitely was like self-conscious. Went through a lot of different things. Even my 20s went through some weird outfit things, but at the time, I guess was okay at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had really long hair up until I was like 17, and I told you that. It was like down to my ass. You know, I sent you a TikTok the other day. I felt like, wait, let me see if oh, it's literally the last one I sent you. And it said,
all of those girls who had long ass hair down the backs of their backs, and then around sophomore, junior of high school, cut it all off, up to their shoulders, up to their ears, whatnot. They're all queer now.
Oh.
Your reaction was my reaction.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? They're all queer now. And I was like, I can't even say you're wrong.
Okay, bitch.
I can't even say you're wrong.
Because why she got like the year right for me? Like for me it was sophomore year. Like why did you do
Mine
that?
was
How did you do that?
senior year, but it also reminds me of my other friends who came out after high school. I had this other friend who's a lot of Filipinos. We went through this long hair phase. I think it's just like an Asian thing, especially a Filipino thing, having long hair. And we all cut it off in high school at some point. And I know at least one of my friends that we'll probably see in California definitely is like very much queer as hell. Very short hair, you know, like the fade, short hair, Filipino. You know, it's a whole thing. We all cut our hair in high school, and including myself. Mine was down to my ass, and
mine too. Mine was down all the way to my butt cheeks, and I would go into the salon and I would blow that shit out. I would flat iron that shit. Sorry, for years, and then I guess I got like, I don't know. I just got sick of it, and I was just like, I'm gonna cut it all off. And like the ladies in the salon were like, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing? Da da da. And I was just like, cut it. And I cut it all the way up to here in layers too. Like it was just like,
did we have the same haircut? But I don't have curly hair,
maybe.
So it looked
Maybe. Maybe.
Mine was a little
off.
Mine was a little scene looking, but not like the word was super short at the top, but it was like layered and it was like thinner.
I get that. I feel like maybe like I wanted something like that, but because like I didn't understand my texture, like it didn't look that way.
I also had to thin it out a little.
Oh, you know, they did that for me too. I actually have a picture on Facebook. It's currently in Facebook. And I think it was like shortly after it happened. And I had a flannel on and everything. Fairy dancer. But yeah, it was that short. And when I had gone to school, everybody had their damn opinions. Some people loved this. Some people were like, I just don't understand why you would cut off all your beautiful long hair. And I'm like, I don't know. I just like it. I just like it long. I don't like it short. Like, it was just like, it was a big deal. Like, it's so crazy how hair is such a big fucking deal.
Well, also just like, yeah, it's still a big deal. And so mine was, because it's like a big thing in like Filipino households having long hair. Yeah. I also think culturally having long hair in a lot of cultures are like a sign of something positive is all I know.
Yeah.
But like, it'll grow back, guys. But my mom,
it's hair.
My hair. My sister took me as basically my senior graduation gift was like, I went to a salon and got my hair cut, chopped it all fucking off. And my mom was upset. My sister was like, okay, we're gonna go home. We're all in this together, you know? And my mom basically like disowned me and didn't talk to me for like a straight week. And we used to work at the commissary on the Air Force Base. The commissary is just the grocery store in there on a military base, guys. And me and my mom both worked there. So like the whole week they kept putting me next to the register next to my mother. And I was like, oh, she doesn't like me right now. Don't put me next to my mom. I
can't believe she didn't talk to you for a whole week.
She was
That's
upset.
So crazy. My mom wasn't upset. My mom actually liked it. I thought she'd be like more upset, but
I think my mom lived vicariously through a couple of the siblings, just me and my sister. Not my other sister or my brother, but because we had the long hair. Because my mom always talked about growing her hair out and making it long, but she always ends up cutting it. And I feel like she just tries to vicariously live through us. I did feel better, though. You know, I had that hair for so long, and that was another, I think, thing to eventually lead to the eventual glow up, was just because I felt more comfortable with the shorter hair. And I haven't had hair. I mean, this is like pretty long for me. I mean, it grew out to like a good amount down my back a few months ago before I cut it. Just because I was lazy.
It was long. Your hair grows back so fast. That's why I'm just kind of like, what? Your hair grows.
It's so hot.
So quickly.
But like, yeah, I just felt, because even though there's this whole thing about having long hair, but it doesn't necessarily mean your hair is healthy either, which is something I learned about myself, which is so wild because my mom was a cosmetologist and did hair for a good while, as you know, as a job. But I think she just really wanted me to have long hair. But man, I had split ends on split ends, and I think
it's so much more maintenance, you know, like to have to like fuck with the mane all the time. Like, oh my god, I remember when I cut my hair, I was like, I'm free. I'm actually free because I have a lot of hair, and even when it's short, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I went to salon just the other day, my hair was just like out, because like when you go to a curly girl salon, you have to go in there with your natural hair dry with no product in it, and stuff, and it's so much that you cannot see my undercut at all. So she's like messing with it and everything, and then she lifts it up. She goes, oh my god, I forgot you did this. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you still have so much hair. I said, yeah, I thought that it would do something, and it didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
it didn't. It's just a little missing part there, but still got a lot.
I mean, I've had people say that to me too. I mean, if I hadn't shown anyone, I just look like this is just a normal mane of hair.
Yeah,
I still have an undercut.
It's whatever, it's fine. But no, you got an undercut, and it's still a lot of fucking hair.
My mom even said it before. She's like, man, you still have a lot of hair. I was like, yeah, Mom. Why do you think I have an undercut now? But
yeah, it helps. It helps a little bit.
it just also just helps to like keep, because I also was young, so I didn't really know how to take care of my hair. I think I could take care of it now, but I wouldn't want to. But yeah, I didn't know back then to take care of your hair and how hair can, even though it does grow back, and cutting it isn't a big deal to me. At the same time, hair does have a lot in it where I did feel better when it was shorter and I could actually take care of it and it looks healthier.
Yeah.
You know? So
Same
it did
here.
feel different, you know?
Same here. I'm on a mission actually to grow out my hair now. But every year I say that. And every year I cut it all off. As I did now, it's like so much shorter. It's like up to here now. But it's like, man, for one, I get bored. ADHD shit. I get bored, right? I told my hairstylist, I was like, listen, I don't want highlights anymore. Okay? I'm going to try to grow it out. I'm just going to come in for my, semi-annual month cut, just for like the maintenance. But I don't want any highlights. And she's like, you're going to get bored. And I was like, GG, stop it. And then she started talking to me about color and stuff. And I was like, burgundy would be so cute for this time of the year.
I do miss my my color hair, but it was a lot of maintenance. Like when my hair was like silver gray, like a purplish gray. Yeah, I had a very silver hair look, which looks really cool on me because I'm tan and it kind of looks kind of interesting. But it's a whole lot of maintenance to keep that shit up. And when I did it, though, I had a friend that worked at a fancy salon. She didn't charge me to do it. She, like, bleached my hair.
Well.
And she colored it. She toned it. I felt really bad. I was like, dude, can I at least, like, pay for the supplies? Like, goddamn. She was just really excited to do it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was,
don't
have that anymore.
Damn, that'd be so cool, Lorrie. I've never seen you like that.
I thought about getting it back. Yeah, I went through like a lot of color hair phases too, like because my mom was a cosmetologist, we would just experiment with colors sometimes and just do stuff. I mean, the last few years has really been like the first time my hair has been, I have like virgin hair again, that's unbleached hair for the last few years, which is wild to me because I had so much bleach hair for a long time.
I don't remember the last time I had virgin hair. It's been a long time. I think during the pandemic was like the only time that I didn't like really fuck with my hair. And it was the time when I had the healthiest hair too. But I still had like red. I had like red hair from like 2019 when I did it for my birthday. And then like throughout the entire pandemic, it just kind of like grew out. But my hair was nice. Let me tell you, it was so healthy. But I don't even.
I mean, if you grow your hair, dude, it's too hot and humid around here to be growing your hair out.
Yeah, exactly, it is. That's why I'm like, I can't do it. Cut it all off.
I mean,
please.
Even Charlie cutting her. I mean, she didn't even cut it. I mean, it's shorter compared to like before she cut it, but like she still has it pretty long considering she lives in Florida and it's hot there.
Yeah.
But maybe it also helps that she's usually a person that gets cold easy.
That helps. For sure.
But, okay, let's go back even further to awkward days. Okay. Like middle school, elementary. Like...
It was giving Pepe jeans and crop tops. And it was a time when my boobs were starting to develop. And I didn't know what to do about it. It was a weird time for like my body and like.
When'd you get your titties? Mine was like 13.
Me too. I got my titties that year. Yeah, and it was just like awful because sleeping was awful. Like I didn't even know what position to take. Like they were just always in the way. I was just like, oh my God, oh Lord. And I was just like always sore. Oh,
my titties used to be bigger too, up until like a few years ago. But
damn.
Yeah. I was like a very I'm like holding my tits right now. I'm like, yeah, they used to be bigger. It's because I had gained like a bunch of weight the first couple years in New York. And then I lost the weight very quickly, and that's why I like lost a little boobature there.
Little titty.
I lost a little titty because they had always kind of stayed the same size when I went up and down in weight, but because I lost the weight so quickly, and so I kind of lost a little bit of titty, which is annoying because I had to get new bras. I hate that. And
I hated getting bras. I hated getting bras because like I really didn't know what kind of size I really was. I think I blew up like from like a flat chested person to like a 34B or 36B or something like that. And I was just kind of like, my first bra I remember was this like a cheetah print something. And first of all, I hate any kind of animal print, anything. And I think my mom had given it to me. I don't know where she got it from. I have no idea, but it looked like a bikini top. It didn't even have a wire or anything. It was just kind of like this black thing, like a triangle, like cheetah thing. And I'd be like, oh my God, now I have to wear this?
I think
this is awful.
I think that's also a part of like, especially women women and young girls, or, you know, people who can grow boobs. It aids to our insecurities a lot because we didn't know what to do around having titties. And then middle school is surprisingly around the time boys start being a little weird and sexualizing you and shit, which is odd because we're all young. And yeah, it definitely was like just something, because I played sports from like 10 years old till like end of high school. And when the titties came in, I was like, oh, sports bras? What do I...
Extra weight on you when you're running, and
they kind of hurt if they're not strapped up against you.
Yeah. Yes. I needed them like just like...
And then you were a dancer in high school, so, you know, you're moving around, the bouncing.
Bouncing and bobbing, and oh my God, I was just kind of like, oh, why?
And you did like hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like movements this way and this way.
Yeah, it was sports bras. Like, and I was never the kind of I was never kind of girl to like wear like big shirts like that either. Yeah. I always wore like, you know, like tight stuff.
Yeah, so tight top.
My boobs,
loose pants.
My boobs could like really, tight top, loose pants, baggy pants. That was the steez. And like I just like needed it to be like tight up here too, so they just weren't like jumping around everywhere while I was doing all these freaking moves. And then also I feel like because that was like a puberty time, I didn't really understand like why my body started stinking. And like I would forget to wear deodorant to school, not gonna lie. I would forget. I would definitely forget. And I'd just be like, who smells? And it's definitely me.
Yeah. But that is another thing about puberty. Like, boys and girls and everybody in between, like, you start getting, like, body odor and sweating. And it's so weird. And middle school, I had bangs in middle school, straight bangs.
Yeah.
But they were kind of longer because my mom would, like, curl them just a teeny bit, you know, just so they had a little curve and not flat against my face. And I had an oily face, like, in middle school and high school because I didn't know how to take care of my face. I
didn't start getting bad acne until my 20s. I was fortunate enough not to have, like, crazy acne or, like, crazy, like, skin stuff when I was younger. But I always just, like, didn't think, like in high school, I just didn't think that I was, like, pretty. And I had, like, long hair, right? And thick-ass eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Bushy eyebrows. bushy eyebrows. And, like, I would always beg my mom to do my eyebrows. And, like I told you, it wasn't until high school where I started tweezing them and they looked like sperm brows. But all, like, throughout my life until high school, I had, like, stupid thick eyebrows. And, like, I wore glasses sometimes. Like, I was told that I was basically blind when I was 10. So I wore, my first pair of glasses were like Harry Potter spectacles.
Cute.
And that was embarrassing. That was fucking horrible. Like, I was just
You're
kind
a
of like,
wizard,
so
Melissa.
gross. I was like, ugh. And then like I would always avoid wearing them, which is probably why I'm blinder now.
I tried wearing
Yeah, like,
contacts to be like cool, you know?
I couldn't do that yet. I couldn't do it until way later.
I did
was
in
like,
high
I can't put
school.
them under my eye.
I remember my mom laughing at me because they teach you how to use contacts at like the store when you're getting them, and it took me a very long time to do it. And my mom just kept laughing at me. And I was like, I've never touched my eyeball, Mom. I don't like it. Now I'm so used to it. Like, now I'm used to it. My mom was straight laughing at me.
Damn. How was your shoe game in that time? Like,
shoe game in middle school?
Your mom just like buy you like, yeah, like did your mom just buy you like a pair of sneakers and like
I wore a lot of
for the year?
Van slip-ons a lot. Now I only have one pair of slip-ons, and they're like my quick shoes or my airport shoes, you know, if I have to take them off. And I like them for casual stuff, but I used to just wear like slip-ons all the time, which isn't always the look, you know? And I was
it's not always the look.
And I was somewhere in between being very like kind of seen and also being confused with just what I'm wearing, to be honest. I wore a lot of black. This is back when I learned how to use eyeliner, so I used to do eyeliner in my eyebrows and stuff. I had like the thick black eyeliner and like this was back when we used to wear layered shirts where we'd wear like long sleeves and then wear a regular tee underneath that. That means you probably listened to bands. Because it was always like a band tee, and then you'd have like, I don't know, like a striped long sleeve underneath or some shit. That kind of look. Yeah. Oh, I wore Converse a lot too. Converse and slip-ons. And I still wear Converse and slip-ons, but like, depending on my outfits. But I had Converse that were way too big for me. My mom always used to buy me shoes that were like half a size too big because she was like, oh, you'll grow into it. But you know what, Mom? I'm Filipino and I stopped growing when I was 14.
Oh. No. Oh my God. I remember, okay, so I grew up in the South Bronx, as you know. And everyone around me was always wearing like Jordans,
Tims,
and like, you know, Tims.
Do you guys wear Air Forces a lot?
Air Forces. Oh, yes. I was just gonna say Air Forces.
Knew it.
It was everybody had the uptowns, you know what I mean? Like, and I wanted to be down so bad, but you know, we grew up poor, so like we had to make do with what we had. And I remember wearing Converse, not too many Converse. I didn't have that many sneakers. But there were these one pair of sneakers that I did get. And I think like my dad and my mom got them together for me one day. We're at the shoe store and it was these Nikes. And they were all white, but they had the Dominican flag on them in the back.
Wow.
And I said, "Great. Please get me these sneakers. I'm representing so hard." And they got them for me. And when I tell you I wore the shit out of those sneakers, I wore them every fucking day. They were all white. By the time I was done with them, they were gray.
Yeah.
They were gray as fuck.
Air Forces were pretty popular at the time too in California as well, but I never owned a pair. I always wanted to get a pair, but now that like I'm older, I like Dunks more than Air Forces. I actually kind of hate Forces, to be honest.
I had mids. I had Air Force mids a few years ago.
I don't like it's because the rubber parts looks just so thick. And Nike shoes already look kind of thick, but the Forces look like extra thick. You know,
they do.
Also, right. Like Air Maxes look weird on me too. They're also not great for my feet because I don't have enough. Like I don't have much of an arch, but I'm also not flat-footed, so they like kind of hurt my feet.
Yes, yeah. Air Maxes really hurt me too. A few years ago, years ago now, my ex got me a pair of Air Maxes, green Air Maxes. I remember, and I tried them on, and they hurt so much. Like they're so tight on me. Technically, they were my size. But I was like, dang, I can't even wear these. I feel so bad. Like, they're so, like... And I have narrow feet already. So you would think that they be comfortable. They were not. Like they just never wore the shoe for me. I didn't really like them. And then over time, like Jordans looked really ugly to me. Like
I had one pair of Jordans, and I don't even remember what they were.
You know the ones I don't know the numbers. I don't
either.
Like
I don't know either.
like the 5s. Nah, I don't know. Everyone had them in the Bronx. Everyone and their mama had them in the Bronx, and I just kept looking at them like, ooh. But like for the hype,
I feel like there's a part of me that tried. A part of me really tried in like end of middle school and high school, attempted to be a sneakerhead because I wanted to do it for the hype, and I just was not a sneakerhead. I realized
for the hype.
For the hype. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate a good pair of shoes now, but you know what was popular? I feel like that was in high school, going into college. Actually, we're going all over the place. But do you remember Supra?
I do remember Supra. I do.
They had a heyday for a hot minute.
Those are the ones with the thick ass tongue, right?
No. That's more like other skate shoes, like Osiris and other stuff. But
that's what I'm talking about.
No. Supras kind of look like. It was a really popular shoe. I remember when I was in college, and we at one of my.
Yeah, I remember them.
My graphic design class.
They were a dancer too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I used to watch a lot of dancers, and I told you this. I am only dancer by proxy because I'm Filipino and I'm from the Bay Area. And so a lot of dancers wore them, but like a lot of, I think Supra had a heyday where there's a few celebrities that really wore them. Lil Wayne and Justin Bieber wore them a lot.
Yeah.
And I wanted a pair so bad, and I never got them. And then there used to be a brand called Creative Recreation that had like a bunch of cool shoes. And remember, did you ever see that website Karma Loop that had like all the streetwear? Yeah. I used to shop on there all the time with my cousin all the time.
Karma Loop. Oh,
that was a whole thing.
I remember the Creative Recreation shoes too.
I had.
Oh my god!
I actually think I still have an old pair downstairs. I have to get rid of them. Towards the end of middle school, going into high school, like I tried so hard to be a hype kid, and I don't think that worked for me really. I went through a lot of different styles in high school. Who knows even what happened there. And then I also played sports, and I just got used to wearing my fucking like jersey all the fucking time, or like my I was volleyball, so I got very used to wearing spandex. Spandex shorts. Like just as and a t-shirt, and you just kind of go out like that sometimes. Every soccer girl always put up their sleeves with like a little ribbons here, and you always had a ponytail, and you always had the long socks.
In my high school too, the soccer ladies were like that too. In mine, yup.
And volleyball players were similar, but we didn't do the sleeve thing. We just had like spandex shorts on and like long socks also. That was like a thing.
Always the long socks for the soccer girls because of the shit.
Walking around in slides.
Yeah.
And shit. That's the sports kid outfit. The sports kid outfit is wearing slides with like crew socks or long knee-high socks.
1000%.
Or like with
it'll
sweats.
always just like walk around right before practice, just like slip and slide it in their shit.
We're always holding a water bottle and our keys and like our phone.
For sure. Some of the girls always wear like a headband. And not even like an athletic headband, like just a regular headband.
Soccer girlies for sure did that.
Soccer girlies, yeah, wow. So funny.
And then it was just such a different take from middle school where I was trying so hard to be like a scene kid, Though I love the music, but like my style, I don't think any of my styles ever fit me in high school and middle school. I think I tried to dress in the things that I liked, at the very least. I was like, I like that, and I tried. But when I look back, it probably didn't really work for me. But, it is what it is. I wore a lot of band tees in middle school, all that kind of shit.
What's one thing that, like, you've always kind of, like, adopted in your style? Like, throughout, like, middle school, throughout high school, up until now? Like, what's one thing that you always have owned?
Accessories. Yeah, it wasn't always just like necklaces and stuff, but I remember in middle school, like wristbands were like a huge thing. like with
Oh
little
my god, the
embroidery.
Livestrong?
No, like the sweatband ones, and they would have like little embroidered characters.
It looks like an issue with the router and echo device, so try restarting them.
Looks like you're the issue. Did she hear you?
Speaking when not spoken to. Huh?
I hope she heard you when you said you are so rude. Okay, but no, like
right?
Like the sweatbands, like kind of situation, and they would have little characters embroidered on them, and I would like have ones with little characters, and I wore like
wow, that was cool.
Sometimes I wore bracelets. Now I like when I got into high school, I hate bracelets because I have this fucking bone here that just irritates the fuck out of me. It's very large, so it made bracelets really annoying. So I had to stop. Wristbands were fine because they would just stretch around it. I've always kind of worn necklaces and earrings and stuff just because I've had most of the ear piercings on. I've had at least 2 ear piercings on each ear since middle school. So my mom would get me earrings and stuff. So I've just always had like accessories of some sort. Or even things that were like would be on my shoes. And you know how I do like the dangly chains sometimes that I made from a necklace? That's what I used to do in middle school. I would take like an old like a necklace I didn't like or something, and I would take apart with like small little pliers and take the chain off, and I would loop it between my earrings. Been doing that since middle school, and I'm doing it again as an adult. But they do sell real gold ones now, like at actual jewelry places, and I kind of want to get those. I try to wear rings, but I just don't like stuff on my hands. I think especially when I started working and like when I went to college, and I used to use a drawing tablet a lot and I type a lot, so I don't like stuff on my hands very much.
Right.
I like the look of rings, but they annoy me after a while because I just feel them there.
Yeah.
Until I like maybe get married, but like that's probably like the only thing.
Yeah, I feel like for me it was 2 things. For me, I still enjoy a baggy pants. Even like now that they're like now a trendy thing, I like a baggy pant. I like a baggy jean, a jogger. I always have like that. But then also like I was never a purse girl. Like even I tried to be a purse girl so badly. I just like don't like the feeling of like one shoulder being like held down.
I don't like that either.
The other shoulder, like it just feels like. But what I do enjoy, what I do like, and what I've always have enjoyed is a messenger something, like a messenger bag. Like in high school and middle school, like I always just like the messenger.
I used to love messenger bags also, but those were also like bad for my back and unbalanced me a lot.
I understood that. But like for some reason for me, like it just made more sense to like always like have a crossbody bag because like then like I don't have to rely on one arm to like, you know, like carry my little purse or whatever. Like I was always like a book bag girl or a crossbody girl. Like I still am because I just feel that's more comfortable for me and I always prioritize comfort.
I'm a backpack girly, and I've always been a backpack girly, whether they're mini bags, regular size bags. Every bisexual has a mini backpack.
I have one.
And now the people wear like fanny packs that are crossbody, so I've been wearing them like that, and I like it because I like fanny packs, but sometimes they weigh my pants down, or they're like they don't sit on my hip comfortably, so I just do the crossbody thing with those.
Yeah, and like I try to be a tote person too because totes are a little different than purses.
I also try to be that a little tote girly,
but it doesn't feel good because it still feels like a purse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes the handle holes aren't big enough to really get my arm through.
It's too it's too small. It just doesn't feel natural.
You know what I had an obsession with? This is very 90s. FUBU. I had a FUBU jacket, like a puffy jacket, and my mom got me like these silver FUBU shoes, but we had to return them because they were too big for me because my mom again was like, "You'll grow into it." You know, when I finally started making my own money at my first job, when I was like 16 or 17, and I finally bought a pair of Converse that actually fit me, which is a half size smaller than what I had been wearing. I was like, oh, is this what a shoe that fits you feels like? I don't have to.
Not the perfect fit, finally.
I don't have to tie it so tightly, and I don't feel like it's slipping around. I had this puffy vest that I used to love. It was reversible.
That's so bisexual of you.
Shut up. Yeah, I had this reversible fucking poofy vest that I used to always wear.
Reversible things were such
I loved
a thing.
Reversible shit as a kid.
Me too.
I wore that fucking vest. I wore the shit out of that vest. I lived in California. What do I need a puffy vest for? But I loved it.
You know what? I had this like big ass like. Do you remember fur was a big thing back then?
Yeah.
I mean, especially in New York.
Oh yeah, New York. Mm-hmm.
But like fur was huge, and I had like this big ass like bear looking fur thing. It was like a mustardy kind of color. It was like a soft leather situation, but it was like furry on the cuffs. You know what I mean? And I would always rock it when I was younger. And like I remember my mom she probably spent a good fortune on that, because it was like it was like one of those stores where the coats were so expensive, and like I know she spent so much money on them, and I wore that shit out so much. Like I wore it until like the wee days of the beginning of spring. I didn't care. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna wear this. And then she also bought a reversible Columbia jacket, because reversibles were the thing, and like if you didn't have a reversible something, what were you doing?
I want to say that vest was maybe one of my first ADHD hyperfixations.
Nice. I love that. Going back and you're just like, that was it. That was it for me for sure. Interesting.
And ADHD is something that develops. So,
yeah.
For like how you like grow up, that might have been like one of the first things, maybe.
I don't know. I think mine was like, petty theft.
I didn't do that till high school, and then I got arrested, so it's fine.
Yeah. And honestly, it was anything my mom bought. Like, I was just kind of like, okay. Sure, Mom. I remember there was this one shirt that I actually really wanted my mom to buy. I was 10. It said, in bedazzled gems, it said,
yes.
Too cute for you. It said, too cute for you. And it was like a nice little white long sleeve top that I would also wear the fuck out of. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just so you know, too cute for you.
For people who are still like feeling not maybe great about how they dress, or just there's something about it. I mean, I just want to say, like, I feel like that shit changes all the time. I think what comes first with a glow up is knowing you and yourself, and then figuring out, maybe these clothes might look nice on me. Even though it's not something I'm used to, and it's new. But I mean, like, also try new things. Like, who fuck cares?
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun world if everyone just dressed sillier. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to try on that hat,
or just dress how you want. If you want to, like, for no reason, dress up for no particular occasion, fucking do it. Who cares?
Fucking do it.
People will be like, where are you going to? Like, nowhere. I just really like this outfit.
None of your business. None of your business, okay? There's no such thing as overdressing, okay? You're dressing for the next moment of your life, baby, okay? For the occasion, no matter what occasion it is. Just do it because it makes you feel good. And if it makes you feel good, then fuck what everyone else has to say.
And I feel like you'll figure out what fits you best. And, like, I mean, bodies change, so, you might have to adjust a lot, but it's like, whatever.
Sure, yeah. That's that, people.
Glow ups. What are your glow ups? If anyone would ever send us a message, but I would love to know other people's glow ups. Like, when was your glow up? When you finally felt like, damn, okay, I kind of feeling myself a little bit, It doesn't...
That day when you looked at yourself.
How old were you?
Damn.
Because we took a
Yeah.
long time,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, yeah. A long time. Yeah, and also your queer glow-ups. What
Queer
are your
glow-ups.
queer glow-ups looking like?
That includes like personality. Just what's your glow ups? I mean,
Yes.
that'd be great.
Yes.
Message us DM us on our socials on Instagram or TikTok or email. And I say it every time, we never gotten any, but send us an email. Find us on Spotify and YouTube. Please like and subscribe. We're still very small, but we have a lot of episodes. We're in like the 20s right now, so
Go catch up if you haven't. Rate us on Spotify. That helps us a ton. And yeah, thank you for watching and listening.
thank you.
Till next time.
Bye.